Flagman looking them over. Zach Mitchell fires. Green flag in the air. Donald McIntosh immediately jumps to the outside of Mitchell. Mitchell and McIntosh side by side. McIntosh going to take a peek under the skirt of Mitchell. Has to back off. Now lets Mitchell get away. Zach Mitchell off turn 4 leads lap number 1. Donald McIntosh slips back. Anthony Sanders now runs second. McIntosh now looks to reel Sanders back in for that second position. Meanwhile, up front, it's all Kid Quick, Zach Mitchell. 2 laps down, 6 remain for Mitchell. Anthony Sanders runs second in that Big Ace Custom Graphics, 4:21. H&H Auto Sales double nickel race cars. McIntosh runs third. Running fourth will be Adam Yarbrough. Brian Ledbetter rounds out your top 5. Anthony Sanders looks to be closing the gap just a little on leader Mitchell. Mitchell leads him once again off turn 4, halfway down, halfway to go in heat race number 1 for your Mid-East Racing Association Super Late Model Series. Is all Zach Mitchell in heat race number 1. They call him Kid Quick, and he is definitely quick here tonight. Unloaded fast out of the box, set fast time in qualifying. 2 to go for Kid Quick, Zach Mitchell. Great run in that second position for Big A, Anthony Sanders. Donald McIntosh, a strong third in a car that he's never sit in before for Billy Hicks. White flag in the air for Mitchell. Slow and steady through turn 3 and 4. Zach Mitchell off turn 4 wins heat race number 1 for the inaugural Mid-East Racing Association Super Late Models here tonight. Anthony Sanders finishes second, Donald McIntosh third, Adam Yarbrough fourth, Brian Ledbetter going to round out your top 5. Then it'll be Dylan Brown and Caleb Fulp. Here we go, flags up, hammer down for Ivy. Trent Ivy makes quick work of Parton, leads the field down into turn number 1. Parton tucks in behind Ivy, closes the gap in 3 and 4. Ivy slides high. Parton going to go up there with him. Jeff Smith runs third. Trent Ivy leads lap number 1, followed by Gray Parton. Jeff Smith third, Rambo Franklin fourth, and Jordy Nipper rounding out your top 5. Challenge for the second position. Jeff Smith to the inside of Parton. Parton going to jump the cushion. He gets in the wall. He will lose 3 positions in turn 1 and 2. Jeff Smith, third generation racer here at Cherokee Speedway, runs second in heat race number 2 behind Trent Ivy. Jeff Smith twice runner-up in the Grassy Smith Memorial Races. One-time runner-up to father, Freddie Smith. Jeff Smith looking to seal the deal and pick up his first Grassy Smith Memorial race here tonight. Trent Ivy leads the field off turn 4. Tough luck in this heat race for Gray Parton, who started outside row number 1. Now runs in the 5th position after getting shuffled out of the mix down here in turn 1 and 2 a few laps ago. White flag in the air for the little head knocker, Trent Ivy off turn 4. Trent Ivy coming off a runner-up position in the Working Man Series race here about a month ago at Cherokee Speedway. Off turn 4, Trent Ivy, the little head knocker, picks up heat race number 2, followed by Jeff Smith. Dennis Rambo Franklin third, Jordy Nipper fourth, and Gray Parton will round out your top 5. The Rock Hill bad boy, Ben Watkins, leads the field off turn 4. Green flag in the air. Great start for Watkins. Benji Hicks wastes no time working around Steve Banal. Steve Banal gets up in the marbles in turn 1 and 2. He gathers it back up, holds on to that 3rd position. Going to challenge from behind off turn 4. That is the 537 of Jesse Rocket. Steve Banal able to open up a little daylight now as Ben Watkins leads the field off turn number 4. Benji Hicks in that double nickel race car, number 55, jumping to the top side over here in turn 1 and 2. Hicks is the owner and builder, fabricator for those double nickel race cars, based out of Mount Airy, North Carolina. Ben Watkins opens up some daylight. On second place, Benji Hicks off turn number 4. One heat race remains before we make history here tonight at Cherokee Speedway. First ever Mid-East Super Late Model race. We will have a first ever winner in the Grassy Smith Memorial Race. Ben Watkins off turn 4. 2 to go for Watkins. Benji Hicks loses a little ground off turn 2 as he slides high. Steve Banal running in that 3rd position. Looks to be reeling in Benji Hicks, but I believe time is going to run out for Banal. But up front, it's all Ben Watkins as he rolls through turn 3 and 4. Checkered flag will wave for Watkins. Ben Watkins wins heat race number 3, followed by Benji Hicks. Steve Banal 3rd. Jesse Rocket 4th. Richie Kukin going to round out your top 5 in heat race number 3. Here we go. Great start for Ferguson. Bryson Harper jumps up to the top side. Bryson Harper has some laps around Cherokee on Monday night. Looked pretty sporty in that 28 machine on Monday. Chris Ferguson leads lap number 1. Side-by-side battle, Dylan Davis, Tim Vance for the 5th position. Davis able to fend off Tim Vance as Vance will now settle in behind Davis. Chris Ferguson out of Mount Holly, North Carolina, your leader. Tim Vance off the pace on the back straightaway. The 17 is off the pace. Oh, Doug Sanders hard in the wall, turn number 2. Doug Sanders got a little hot into turn 2, got up in the fluff. Off turn 4, Chris Ferguson leads the field back to green. Three laps down, 5 remains, halfway down, halfway to go at the line for Fergie time, Chris Ferguson. Off turn 4 is going to be 2 to go. Chris Ferguson, Mount Holly, North Carolina driver. Looking to secure a top position in tonight's 50-lap main event. White flag waves for Ferguson off turn 4. Mount Holly's, North Carolina's Chris Ferguson off turn 4. He's going to pick up heat race number 4, followed by Bryson Harper in the second position. Ricky Green third. Dylan Davis fourth.